On a warm day, Henderson Lake is usually hopping, though if it weren't for the city's work with water clarity, we likely wouldn't find it as enjoyable. Over the last 5 years, the City of Lethbridge has used 3 different methods to create a more natural lake. Parks manager Dave Ellis says one of the methods being used can be seen from the shoreline.
We've got some solar bees in the lake, 5 of them, and what they do is they circulate the water from near the bottom of the lake and they spread it across the top, the surface of the water. And that way there's gas exchange takes place, and we provide oxygen to the bottom of the lake, which naturally is depleted, and that causes some problems for water clarity.
Solar bees are solar-powered devices that collect power and charge batteries so the pump runs 24/7. Ellis says without the contrived processes, the lake would become swamp-like.
There's a lot of processes going on, natural processes going on, and one of them is the surface of the water warms up, and algae likes to grow in that warm water. When the surface warms up, it kind of isolates from the bottom, and oxygen is depleted from the bottom of the lake, and that provides fish kills and conditions where decomposition of the organic matter in the lake doesn't happen fully. So we get accumulation of sludge and a slurry on the bottom of the lake, and it just kind of promotes kind of unclear water.
Besides solar bees, sterile grass carp provided by Lethbridge College are used to keep weeds and vegetation managed. A natural bacteria is also deposited into the lake on a weekly basis. The president of Advanced Water Technologies says the bacteria aids with water clarity.
We're putting in naturally occurring soil bacteria. It's not a chemical, it's a natural product that we put in to break down that organic matter in the sludge in the bottom. And what that does is it reduces the odor in the lake and reduces the algae bloom as well.
Day Chief says because Henderson Lake is man-made, they're depositing bacteria that would be found in a natural body of water.
The bacteria that we're putting in is already in the lake. There's just not enough of them. Nitrifying bacteria that we're actually adding more to in order to get that ecosystem balance back in order.
Ellis says the city felt these processes were the best option for Henderson Lake.
You can use chemicals, and you can use different ways to get rid of some of the nutrients in the lake and manage nitrogen and phosphorus in the lake, but we decided it would probably be best if we used natural processes and tried to mimic natural processes, because we're in a natural ecosystem here.
The parks manager adds residents have noticed a difference in the lake as well.
Our complaints about water quality and algae blooms have decreased dramatically, so we are making some improvements. And you know, the lake's 100 years old, and it didn't get to this point overnight, and the solution isn't going to happen overnight either.
Ellis says since beginning the 3 processes, the sludge at the bottom of Henderson Lake has been reduced by about half. For Go Southern Alberta, I'm Fallon Wagner.